What's up? So if you've seen any single superhero show, fighting show, or bodybuilding show, you've ideally seen this giant, almost sickeningly muscled back of the absolute monsters who play in them. But what on earth are these muscles? How are they built? And what do they do? Well, down your protein shakes and kiss your personalities combined, because we're going into the world of extreme bodybuilding. First I'm going to describe how muscle is actually built and what working out actually does. Quickly sum it up, essentially your body just builds muscle as a response to you doing stupid things. I'll explain. Whenever you exercise, there's a buildup of lactic acid as oxygen is depleted in that muscle. Now, your body really likes to use oxygen as a source for aerobic respiration to produce energy. However, when that's all used up, it has to rely on lactic acid fermentation, which is actually what causes that burning sensation whenever you work out. This also serves as a warning to your brain saying, hey, stop doing whatever stupid thing you're doing. Once you've finished up literally destroying your muscle fibers, your body begins to repair itself. And that's the actual soreness that you feel in the days later, not the lactic acid. That's a common misconception. And while your body is repairing, it purposefully overcompensates in order to make it easier for the next workout, just in case you ever decide to do that stupid thing again. Imagine if there was a group of rogue demolitionists going around and breaking everything in sight, and after every single demolition, the construction workers made the buildings bigger, stronger, and more resistant in order to be more difficult to break down. Yep, that's essentially just what working out is. Also, for the sake of this video not burning me out like a $2 light bulb, I'm only going to be covering the superficial muscles, which is just a fancy way of saying the muscles on the surface. And with that out of the way, on to the back. Wait a second. First muscle I'm going to be covering is called the trapezius. This is the one surrounding most of your neck and is the one also right behind the collarbone. It also covers a large portion of the upper back. What the trapezius does is it allows you to raise your arms above your head and move your head in certain directions. A good and simple exercise to build up this muscle is being a high school student who's being questioned by the principal for something that you did. Shrugging. The exercise is shrugging. Preferably with weights. Sitting right next to the trapezius is the deltoid, which is the big muscle that most people think about whenever they hear the word shoulder. When it comes to moving the upper arm and shoulder around, this muscle does the heavy lifting, pun intended. And a good exercise for this muscle is shoulder raises using weights. Underneath the trapezius is a muscle called the rhomboid, which is actually two muscles that work together called the rhomboid major and rhomboid minor. These muscles essentially act as anchors to the scapula, also known as your shoulder blade, and help reinforce your shoulder. Gee, it's like supporting your arms and shoulders is going to be a recurring theme in this video. I couldn't find a whole lot of exercises that supported this muscle, but the biggest one I could find was something called a face pull, which does require a special kind of workout device to do, but is apparently very effective. So if you're at a gym, go nuts. Not like any of you actually go to the gym. Up next is the infraspinatus. The infraspinatus. This muscle is sandwiched between a bunch of other muscles in your back right underneath the trapezius. The job of the infraspinatus is to help move and rotate your shoulder. A good workout for this muscle is actually to lay on your back and do what's called windshield wipers. In this workout, you simply lay down and swing your legs from side to side while keeping the rest of your body straight. On to the next one. Or more rather, two. The teres major and the teres minor, which, when you look at them together on the back, almost look like a pair of eyes. The teres major helps to raise and rotate your arm, by lifting your arm to the back, front, or side of you by about 45 degrees. That there is about the extent of what the teres major does. The teres minor helps move the shoulder a bit, but is mostly just there for support and not much else. Like that one friend in a Destiny raid. You know who you are. This upcoming muscle is called the serratus anterior, and it wraps around from the back around the ribs. These muscles are really helpful because they actually help lift your ribs a little bit whenever you take a breath. These are also the muscles that help you get into fighting stance whenever you box. I guess you can say these muscles pack a breathtaking punch. An easy workout for these muscles is actually just push-ups. Well, easy to some of you at least. Our next, final, and biggest muscle on this list, the latissimus dorsi, which occupies the bulk of your back, pun intended. The latissimus dorsi is the lowest muscle on this list, and is also one of the most versatile. It helps support the spine, assists in bending, and moving the shoulder joint. Two of the simplest exercises to strengthen your lats are chin-ups and deadlifts. I hope you guys found this video informative and now understand the work that goes into working out just this one part of your body. And now you all know how to look like Yujiro Hanma. You're welcome. Bye!